It's going to be my last video for the morning. I'm whispering because my son is still sleeping. So there's that part. However, I gotta get off. So my girlfriend just texted me at 9:08 a.m. and I didn't get a notification. I don't ever get notifications, which is crazy to me. Right? And I pulled up my messages and it didn't show as a new message. So here's the crazy part, as I was going to text her and say good morning because we had planned on going to the creek today. And when I pulled it up, it showed me that I had a text message from her at 9:08. It's 9:15 and it didn't show up on my phone. So thankfully, by my intuition and my inner knowing, I'd already planned on texting her. So thank you. And that reminds me in reference to, I sent a text yesterday to a previous past. And here's the thing with that. I know him so well. I do indeed. I know people in general so well. How much they're being used against me to get me in a negative headspace. And this is what I have to say in reference to all those videos out there exploiting, piggybacking, narrating, monetizing, and all this stuff. When it comes to me, I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm just talking about me. Okay? When it comes to me and my testimony, my story, my purpose, how I articulate, how I move, how I operate, first of all, you're never going to figure that out. I still ain't even figured that out. How you won't figure it out? So there's that venture of it. But a big part of me is because I realize that in life experiences, people don't understand the choices that you are provided, because people did not understand nor take the time to actually have a conversation with me and get to know me in reference to the choices that I have been provided, right? And instead, they said, took things in reference to me, my seasons, my choices, this and that, and they exploited them, and they narrate them, and they mock them, and they steal from them, and they do all this stuff. But see, I know the choices I was provided. I know. And I ain't worried about what people think, because I know the choices I was provided. So I say this because on the mirror side of it, I know when it comes to people in my past, people in my life right now, whether it's my family, my friends, my past significant other, all this stuff, like, what I know is what I know. I'm not unaware of that. But I also know the mechanics of how this world operates and how dirty people will get when it comes to blackmail, when it comes to coercion, when it comes to bribery. And in different instances, there's just positions of life where you cannot stand against it based off the choices that you're provided, because I know I've been there. They had me locked and chained for 8.5 years. I had a 2-year, 9.5 compete. I know how these people operate. I'm well aware of it. So because I'm well aware of how these people said operate and the length that they will go to, I don't harbor any ill will when it comes to those that said one against me or did the most or are doing the most or this and that, because you know what? I know the choices that they were probably provided, both sides, weren't great. And they did the best they can with what they got. And I know that because I've been there too. So because I know these things, that's why I operate the way that I do. That's why we have to get to a place where we stop going tit for tat and all this hate and just focusing on we just have to learn how to elevate each other. We have to elevate ourselves and elevate each other with humility. It's your hidden life, unknown to anyone but God, which makes you attractive to the bridegroom. What you do in secret where no one else sees is precious to him. I know that's right. God sees what I do in secret. He does indeed. And it's a freaking hoot. I'm a hoot. I'm a straight hoot. Anybody that listens to me and is tapped in, I'm a hoot. I am a hoot. But see, that's the beauty of it. That's why I walk with such innocence. Because everything I do in the dark is the same way that I do in the light. Like when I'm hanging out by myself, I'm the same way out in public. Like there's no in between. There's no mask. There's no, I'm the same then and I'm the same out, like I am who I am. And I walk with humility. I walk with humility in the presence of myself, in the presence of God. And I walk with humility in the presence of anybody that's outside of me. And that's how I operate. It truly is. And nobody can tell me otherwise. And because I know that, I walk in the knowing of that. No matter what projections are, no matter what the deflections are, no matter what I have stand against me, no matter what I have running me off the road. Y'all are getting deep. Beneath the veil of his glory, he pulls you close and returns your affection with his own. Nothing compares to these divine encounters for his love. I know that's right. These private times are meant to catapult us into a life of true greatness. That they are. When you learn to dance in the light with God while dancing in the dark, in the worldly things, that's when you start walking in true greatness. Is when you learn, dang, that was powerful, Amanda. When you learn to dance in the light while walking in the dark. Yeah, that's true. That's straight true. We live in a world full of darkness. You have to learn to dance in the light. We take the secrets of his heart and he reveals and pours them out of those in need. He does. He's like, sprinkles. It is our life of humility, not bragging about our encounters or boasting about our gifts, which makes us beautiful. We simply embrace what we receive in the chambers of his presence, then use it to help others. Yes! That's exactly what I'm saying. You don't boast. You don't go tit for tat. You don't say, I'm chosen. I got these gifts. I got that gift. No. You take your gifts. You take your wisdom, you take your knowledge, and then you learn and you take it and you help others. You help others. We live in a world right now where everybody is so freaking boastful and it's so tit for tat and it's so much competitiveness, and I just don't entertain it. Sorry, I got really passionate because that is me to a T. It is our life of humility, not bragging about our encounters. Like, that's the thing with these prophetic people and people saying they're chosen and, this and that. It's like, you can't brag about your encounters and your relationship with God and the divine, boasting about our gifts, which make us beautiful. We simply embrace what we receive in the chambers of his presence, then use it to help others. Amen. Amen. If I could just do anything, it would be to help people quit competing with each other. Quit competing with each other and recognize we are all in this together. That person rises, you rise. I rise, they rise. That's how the world needs to move forward, because what we've been doing ain't been working. The hate, the competitiveness, the vengefulness, the exposure, the tick for tack, like all this stuff. It's not been working. The stepping on people to get ahead, climbing that said invisible ladder at all costs. If you can't beat them, join them. Like, all of these different tactics and tools have not been working for us, clearly. And what do you think Charlie was saying at his last breath? Essentially saying the same thing. What we're doing is not working for us. We have we have children and youth that can't even afford to live. What we're doing is not working for us. And so I hope this video resonated. I love you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. But yeah, don't judge anybody because you don't know the choices they were provided. Period. And if you have something to rebuttal, meet me in the comments. Meet me in the comments. Yeah, take this, spin it, run it, and narrate it. But all you guys stealing my story, quit talking about all the people in my past. Leave them alone. You don't know the choices they were provided. Quit talking about my family. Leave them alone. You don't know the choices they were provided. Talk about your own family. Talk about your own stuff. Talk about your own story. Why don't you do that for size? Can you do that for once, please? I love you guys. Have a great day.